Now the thing is, there is a risk that I become a bit too, and it may have happened already, a bit too Aunt Sally, you know. I don't want to look like I've been on the whiskey. Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be showing you 3 Tom Ford products I've just bought, so please watch on. I picked up 2 of the Tom Ford Soleil lip balms. There are 6 colours. As I said, I picked up 2 of them. They look like this. This is the first one, which is Escapist, and that's that one. And then the second one, which is called Getaway, is this one. I've got them on swatches on my hand, so let me just show them to you. So here we have Escapist, and then above we have Getaway. These are sheer natural sheen with an immediate shine, and the lips look instantly plumped, and there is hyaluronic acid infused in the formula. The packaging itself looks like this. It is very luxurious. You do feel this is luxury beauty. It's got the Tom Ford logo there. And you also get it covered with your fingerprints as well. So that's great in the event of a crime scene. So the other thing that I wanted to say is even the box it comes in. I mean, it's just really nice. It just feels like you're getting something for your money. Whether you want to pay this much or not is another matter. Clearly I do. £35, $37, as I said. Let's try it on. I'm going to try which one should I try on first? I will try Escapist first. Now I've probably got, I have wiped it off, but I have got a little bit of liner on, but that's all I have. And actually, in terms of my makeup, I've just done a quick light makeup because I'm also going to show you the shade in Illuminate compact as well. So let's give this a go. Nice and glossy. I'll put a bit more on. I have to say, even in summer, this is the kind of shade that I would still wear a lip liner with, but I don't think you have to. Yeah, I don't think it's a necessity, but I think it's just preference. So that's what this colour looks like. That's very nice. Nice and glossy. Let me lift up the bullet so you can really see. And here it is close up. That's rather lovely. Lots of shine. So now it's the turn of Getaway. This is one of those really easy colours. Let me just bring you a little bit closer so you can... Okay. So that's what this looks like. Nice gloss, and this is an easy colour. I wouldn't need to wear lip liner. Even I wouldn't need to wear lip liner. It's just I just quite like wearing a lip liner, but it's just a really easy colour. And feels very comfortable. There is the slightest whiff of fragrance, which I think is the same fragrance, to me anyway, that the rest of the Tom Ford lipsticks have, all my other ones. They all seem to smell, it's just very similar. Yeah, but very nice. This is a particularly good colour, I think. And now onto Tom Ford's Shade and Illuminate. I should say that on top of my foundation, all I'm wearing is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Peach Blush. And that's all I've got on my cheeks. I just wanted something that was matte and just a light dusting of something because the Shade and Illuminate is going to go on top of the blush. This is what it looks like. The Tom Ford packaging we know and love. It comes in the velour pochette, and that's what it looks like. These are the colours that are swatched. They're basically 2 highlighters. So these are the colours as I've swatched them, and it's a radiant shimmer, they say, buildable coverage, and it's infused with vitamin C. The idea is that the payoff is the equivalent to a liquid highlighter, but you get the benefit of a fine iridescent pearl finish that scatters light. So what they say is we should use the lighter shade as a highlighter, top of the cheeks, brow bone, above the lip, and a bit on the nose, and then the slightly deeper shade on the cheeks on top of a blusher, or on its own if you're so inclined, or we combine both and just give an all-over bronze effect. I have gone ahead and put this on my eyes. I'm not even sure whether you're meant to do that, but I have done it simply because it says, oh, you can put it on the brow bone. I thought, well, if you can put it on the brow bone, you can put it on the lid. but I'm not sure. Anyway, I quite like the effect. I'm going to bring you in closer just so you can see what I've done on my eyes. All I've done is I have put the deeper shade on my eyelid and just put a little bit of the lighter one just on the inner corner. That's all I've done, and some eyeliner and mascara. And the eyeliner is just the YSL Lines, what's it called? Lines Liberated. I'm not quite sure what that means. That's what that looks like. So I've put that on my eyes because I'm always interested in the summertime for something on with a product that I can use everywhere. I'm going to put some of the highlighter first with this. Let's try it on the brow bone. Yeah, that is nice and light, and I think it's a good colour actually for me. And let's put a little bit just on the top, just to see it first, without using anything on the cheek apart from the blusher. And then I'll bring you closer so you can have a look. I'm just going gently, actually, with this is just a Refa 27. This does tend to be how I apply my highlighter more often than not. I've got the highlighter, I've got the lighter shade, this one here, on my brow bone and just on my upper cheeks, just where I've put it on here. So that's what that looks like on my skin tone. And now, this is the bit I'm excited about. Let's go for this colour. And let's put it on the old cheeks and see what happens. It's subtle, but it's there. That's what I would say. I'm going to put a bit more on. See, can you see? Is it too subtle? I think that if I wore it on its own without blusher, it wouldn't be enough. But what I really am enjoying is the soft sheen quality to it. Now, the thing that it does occur to me is I should show you, and actually show myself as well, how does it compare with the new Dior Luminizer? Because actually that's interesting. There you go. Now that's an interesting comparison, isn't it? Because actually the Tom Ford is more warm, bronzy, peachy. I mean, to be fair, it is called Peachlight. And then the Dior Coral Glow. Yeah, I suppose probably is a bit more coral, and there's gold shot through there. So it is different, but I have to say, this is a product I do really like. I wonder whether it's worth mixing it with a bit of the Charlotte Tilbury, going in and doing a bit of both. Let's see, just to get a bit more of the sheen. Maybe that is the way to use this product. What do we think? Now the thing is, there is a risk that I become a bit too, and it may have happened already, a bit too Aunt Sally, a bit too rosy cheeked. I don't want to look like I've been on the whiskey, but I'm definitely getting the glow that I like. That's what I like. And that's why I like a matte blusher, because I'd rather put the glow on afterwards. So I think that's rather nice, but I'm interested to know what you think, because this is, as I said, this is my first Tom Ford product in this range, but I think I like it. I think I like the way it looks, and I think it's going to be quite a useful summer product, not least because, as I said, I've got it on my eyes, and as I said, I quite like that monochromatic look generally, and in the summer I do like that bronzy luminous look in the summer, so I think that's probably going to be useful as well. Let's see how I get on. I'm just going to put a little bit of the lighter shade now just above my lip in the Cupid's bow. Let's see what that looks like, and indeed if it shows up. Maybe I don't use a brush, that's better. There you go. That does show up, I think. This is what it looks like. I've got a little bit on my Cupid's bow. I like the finish of it in that it's a very, very soft finish, and on a mature skin and on a very dry skin, what I can see is, yeah, look, my lines haven't gone away. It's not a magic trick, but it's not chunky, so it's not settling into those lines and putting too much sheen onto it. That bouncy 1970s look, which was great when I was young, but not so good now. I feel that this is a product that's going to improve the more I use it. And I'm not sure whether that's because there's either a coating on it. It does feel like that there's something on there. Now, it may well be, as I said, as I keep using it, it will improve, because that's how it's been. As I put more on, I felt that there was somehow the product was distributing more evenly on my brush, but I will keep using it. I'm not so much disappointed, but I'm slightly surprised. I thought this shade, which is the peachy shade, I thought that would show up a bit more on me, and I don't think it has. I will also, though, keep wearing it and maybe just do a short just to see what it looks like in bright sunshine. It's now early evening here in the UK and the light's just not good enough. I'll wear it during the day. I think we are getting some slightly sunnier weather, and see what it's like under daylight as well. Those are the 3 products I bought from Selfridges, from Tom Ford. So thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. Do subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye.